Welcome to the Advanced World Health and Life Coach Certification. Today, we're discussing advanced wellness strategies, more specifically, dissolving myths around popular diet fads for better client guidance. Let's get started with an introduction. Diet fads have become a pervasive force in modern nutrition, promising quick fixes and revolutionary results. From celebrity endorsements to viral social media trends, the allure of these diets captivates individuals seeking to lose weight, improve health, or achieve a particular body image. Many diets come with bold claims offering solutions that seem too good to be true, and unfortunately, they often are. Key points 1. Understanding diet fads, definition and characteristics. Diet fads are nutrition trends characterized by extreme claims, rigid rules, and promises of rapid results. These diets often lack scientific substantiation and rely heavily on anecdotal evidence or exaggeration. Hallmark of fad diets include over-restrictive food choices, demonization of certain food groups, and the need to purchase specific supplements or proprietary products. Why diet fads gain popularity? 1. Psychological drivers. Diet fads promises instant gratification in a world conditioned to see quick results, catering to people's desire for immediate progress rather than gradual improvement. Marketing often appeals to emotions such as fear of weight gain or desire of acceptance, compelling individuals to pursue unrealistic ideals. Have a look at these fad diets. Atkins, South Beach, vegan, ketogenic, and paleo. 2. Social factors. The influence of celebrities and influencers boosts the credibility of unsupported diets. Social reinforcements, where peers adopt the same regimen, fosters a bandwagon effect. Example of common diet fads. Ketogenic diet, also known as keto. They focus on high fat, moderate protein, and extremely low carbohydrates to induce ketosis. Paleolithic diet, also known as paleo. They advocate eating like a hunter gatherer ancestors, eliminating modern agricultural foods like grains, legumes, and dairy. Detox diets claims to cleanse the body by consuming specific liquids or foods for a certain period, often eliminating processed foods entirely. Intermittent fasting. They promote cycling between periods of eating and fasting, frequently misunderstood to mean starvation. While these diets may work temporarily for certain individuals, they often fall short of promoting long term health and dietary balance. 2. Analyzing the science behind diet fads. Scrutinizing evidence. Many diet fads lack robust, long term scientific evidence to validate their claims. Instead, they rely on preliminary studies, anecdotal evidence, or fringe theories. For example, proponents of the keto diet argue that inducing ketosis leads to fat burning and weight loss. However, extensive research shows that these effects plateau after weeks and the diet can cause nutrient deficiencies. Health risks. 1. Keto diet. Risks include kidney strain, digestive issues due to low fiber intake, and negative effects on cholesterol profiles. Long term effects of prolonged ketosis remain largely unknown. 2. Paleo diet. Eliminating entire food groups like legumes and dairy can deprive individuals of essential nutrients such as calcium or fiber. Claims that modern agricultural foods harm health are not scientifically grounded. Humans are evolutionarily adaptable to diverse diets. 3. Detox diets. They premise that the body needs help in detoxifying is misleading as organs like the liver and kidneys perform this function naturally. Extended detox diets may lead to electrolyte imbalances, fatigue, and muscle loss due to severe calorie restriction. How misinformation spreads. Social media platforms amplify pseudoscience by presenting cherry picked or fabricated data as fact. Clients are often underwhelmed by conflicting information, making it difficult to align with credible nutritional principles. 3. Guiding clients through nutrition myths. Strategies for education. 1. Leverage evidence based research. Present peer reviewed studies or reputable health organizations' guidelines to debunk myths. For instance, explain that weight loss depends on calorie balance rather than the elimination of specific food or food groups. Stimulate what if scenarios. Ask the clients to imagine long term adherence to restrictive diets and the resulting emotional or social drawbacks, such as exclusion from family meals or fatigue from inadequate nourishment. 3. Challenge absolution in nutrition. Highlight that all foods can fit into a healthy diet by focusing on balance and moderation. Demonizing carbohydrates or fats perpetuates harmful beliefs. 4. Practical communication techniques. Use empathetic, client centered language such as I understand why this diet seems appealing, but here's why we need to be cautious. Offer relatable data points such as risks of yo yo dieting or lost muscle mass from detox methods. 4. Developing personalized nutrition plans. The need for individualization. No single diet works for everyone due to the diverse nature of genetics, metabolism, lifestyle, and preferences. Coaching should focus on tailoring sustainable solutions by understanding unique client needs. Steps to create personalized plans. 1. Dietary assessment. Analyze the client's food diaries to identify patterns, deficiencies, or unhealthy relationships with food. 2. Set realistic goals. Frame the goals around performance or well being, example, more energy and better focus rather than weight alone. Include variety. A flexible plan incorporating a mix of macronutrients ensures physical and emotional satisfaction. Example of sustainable strategies. Helping a busy professional meal plan healthy snacks to avoid hunger from skipping meals. Supporting a recreational athlete with balanced recovery meals to maintain performance. 5. Case studies and practical applications. Case study example 1. A client expresses a desire to follow a juice cleanse after hearing about it online. The coach evaluates the risks, explaining that calorie restriction from juice cleanses often slows the metabolism and leads to nutrient deficiencies. By shifting the focus to hydration and whole foods, the client adopts a well-rounded approach in detoxification. Case study example 2. An individual struggling with a carb phobia due to misinformation about keto diets learns about balanced meal preparation. The coach creates a plan incorporating slow digestive carbs such as oats and quinoa into their meals while emphasizing portion control. This approach lowers the stress and improves mood over 6 months. Tips for practical applications. Focus on education through analogy. Example, your body is like a car, it runs best on the right fuel mixture. Allow space for the client's input, ensuring that they feel heard and supported in implementing recommendations. Best practice for coaches. Effective coaching for debunking diet myths requires a thoughtful balance of empathy, expertise, application. Below are detailed best practices to guide coaches organized into core categories. 1. Educate with evidence. Explain myths with science. Use easy to understand metaphors to unpack complex nutritional data. For example, compare carbs to gas in a car to explain why they're essential. Leverage trusted resources. Ensure information comes from peer-reviewed journals or reputable organizations like the WHO or FDA. 2. Build client trust. Active listening. Begin every session asking open-ended questions like, what have you heard about this diet? This acknowledges a client's concern and builds trust. Non-judgmental feedback. Avoid phrases like that's wrong and instead say, here's another perspective we can look at together. 3. Tailor your approach. Personalized strategies. Avoid the temptation to offer one size fits all advice. Even popular science needs to meet a client's unique physiology and lifestyle. Adapt to culture and context. Consider cultural, dietary norms, or accessibility factors. For example, suggest cost effective alternatives to high priced health foods. 4. Use tools and visualizations. Hydration illustrations. Highlight the hydration importance using urine color charts or hydration app demonstrations. Plate visualization. Introduce tools like My Plate or create balanced meal templates to make dietary structure clearer. 5. Promote sustainable behavior. Focus on small wins. Encourage manageable changes such as adding one vegetable to every meal rather than sweeping dietary overhauls. Plan for balance. Work collaboratively to identify potential challenges, example family norms, work schedules, and prepare workarounds. 6. Foster accountability and engagement. Tracking progress. Recommend simple tracking methods through apps or journals focusing on positive actions. Example, today I ate breakfast. Celebrating milestones. Acknowledge when a client dispels a myth or sustains a good habit. Celebrate progress with compliments or reinforcements like you becoming your own nutrition expert. 7. Empower through knowledge. Teach critical thinking. Encourage the clients to evaluate media claims with questions like what is the data supporting that trend? Simplify the big principles. Make abstract dietary concepts tangible. For instance, explain macronutrients using team roles, example carbs as runners and protein as builders. 8. Incorporate case studies. Use real-life examples to bring concepts home. Case study 1. A client planned to follow detox program but replaced it with whole foods meal prep after discussing detox myths with their coach. Case study 2. A busy parent stopped intermittent fasting but after realizing it led to binge eating and switched to lighter balanced meals. 9. Encourage habit stacking. Teach the clients to pair new habits with established ones. For example, suggest drinking a glass of water every time they sit down to reply to emails. 10. Be the voice of reason. Remind clients that consistency beats extremes. Introduce the 80/20 rule, suggesting 80% nutritional adherence with room for flexibility. Let's look at the summary tables. Table number 1 talks about the characteristics of diet fads. Let's have a look at the rigid rules as one of the characteristics. It's used for requiring strict adherence to specific foods or patterns, and the impact is that it's difficult to sustain long term, leading to non adherence. Example eliminating all carbs on keto, and some key insights is that rigidity discourages lifestyle flexibility. Take a moment to have a look at the rest of the table. Table number 2 talks about popular diet fads and their names. Let's have a look at one of them, which is keto or ketogenic. They claim that they were more fat burning through low carb and high fat intake. Philosophy is that you can enter ketosis for sustained energy and weight loss. Reality, it's a temporary results plateau which risks in long term. Example, burn fat while eating fat. Take a moment to have a look at the rest of the examples. Table number 3 talks about the health risks of diet fads. Let's have a look at ketogenic once again. The health risk is that you can get a lot of nutrient deficiencies, example low fiber. The cause is that elimination of carbs and specific nutrients reduces the fiber intake. Short-term effects would be digestive issues, and long-term effect is going to be increased cholesterol levels. Take a moment to have a look at the rest of the table. Table number 4 talks about strategies for debunking nutrition myths. Let's look at evidence-based research. You have to use peer-reviewed studies to disprove false claims and provide statistics to show why fads lack support. Example, show calorie intake equals to weight change. Key benefits, it builds the client's trust based on the data. Take a moment to have a look at the rest of the examples. Table number 5 talks about personalized nutrition plan development. Let's look at dietary assessment as a step. The description is that it is used to identify current eating patterns and deficiencies. Implementation is by reviewing food journals or diet diaries. Example, over-reliance on processed snacks. Key outcomes is that it provides insights for tailored improvement areas. Take a moment to have a look at the rest of the table. Let's now have a look at some MCQs. Take some time off to read question number 1 and question number 2. Take some time to read question number 3 and number 4. And finally, take a moment to read question number 5. Thank you.